questionnaire design. So in here they are using instrument. Okay, they are using instrument. So in here what you're gonna need to do is you have to list down how. You remember I always asking you about how you're going to measure the study, correct or not? So how do we measure each variable? So in here you can see that, yeah, what kind of instrument that you're using it. So you're telling me question A is one of the instrument that you can using it, right? And you can be list out, summarize what kind of the measurement that you use. And this is the references come from the measurement. Which one? Because all the measurement that you're using it should be published by someone. Someone already used this method to collect the data, and you use it for your own research. Okay? Right? So you briefly tell, yeah, normally when you design a question A, this one not only writing in here, you need to prepare your question A. Okay, you need to be prepared your question A to show me. Okay? So normally you have to divide your questionnaire into 3 sections. Okay, 3 sections. First one, you can be starting from the demographic, or you want to starting with your IV first. Okay, so you can see in here that's the IV. Then you need to be informed. Okay, so after you are briefly tell, actually they have a small table in here. Yeah. So just now whatever is the description for the table. Okay, actually you can explain everything in this table. Okay, so in here it's going to tell me that what is the risk IV. Because we have a 1 IV is come from this. Okay, that's the 2 IV is come from this method. Okay, so we only using 1. Okay, but can we break into 2? So there are demographic information. How many questions for the demographic? Okay, if your variable is using to verify for the social media list, for example, so which questionnaire they are using? Okay, if they have a specific name, please make sure some of the questionnaire they have their own name, right? Or those are famous, published, okay, they will have their own name. So you gotta list down when you are writing out. This is a summary. Summary is fine. So I can see how many, okay, what is the variable, what is fixed. Everything must know how to measure. You don't tell me I create it. Okay, sorry, I don't want to hurt that you are creating. Okay, even though if you say, oh, I only have 1 item, cannot. If this item is the ratio items, exactly you want to collect the data, the numbers, right? You remember? Okay, for example, your income. You just count your income. You directly write the numbers. Okay, so you have a such a. Then you put the 1 question of what item is here, right? Who is the references? Okay, and this one you need to be prepared. I always say that. Okay, you need to create your own questionnaire. Okay, so this is a questionnaire. So first page, normally you need to have a consent letter. Okay, consent letter. Okay, no matter you using Google Form or what, but I need to have a such thing here. In your appendix. Your questionnaire is attached in your appendix. Okay, not in your content. Yeah, as an appendix. Alright, so the first one, the first page is we call consent letter. Okay, whether we need to be a consent by the participant, whether they are willing to join, okay, the research, and tell them that actually this research will have what kind of the issue. Alright, your needs. Then it's starting your sections. Designs nicely. Okay, don't simply put. Alright, so easier to see. Okay, in here, this is the demographic. Okay, so how many demographic? What kind of demographic? It depends on who are your target group, and you think that what kind of things that will be like influence the result, will be influence your need. So you can put it in. Okay, if you are collector data, you run data, you will know that this is one of the issue will lead you cannot get an accurate number. Then you have to make that as a control variable. But demographic, okay, for example, you do adolescent, then you don't tell me that you have your job positions, right? But if you're doing for the organizations, okay, definitely you will ask about the year of service. Okay, you will have to ask about what is the position. Okay, because we know that like the different position, different year of service will impact on your need. Alright? So choose those relevant to you. Okay? Relevant to you. And this you will be using it to selectors. Okay? This one same to you or others that we are using Milan University. So we have choices which university are you in. Alright? So then you can know which one. Okay, right now we have Manipal call what we ready right now. What's the new one? For the new college. The Manipal already sell to others already. What's the new one? Okay, so these are the things there. Those who are using a BMI, okay, you have to know what's your BMI is needed, right? Okay, definitely you cannot say BMI, what's your BMI? Ask the people write it down for you, but you can be asked your weight and your height. Alright. So section 2. Okay, section 2. So everyone, okay, I don't know what kind of the measurement, that's why I will ask you what kind of measurement that you're using it. Alright? If they are same measurement, if you're IV1, IV2, IV3, you all using the same Likert scale. Alright? So you can put it together. But if no, then you can use like this. And make sure that is an instruction. Okay, this one don't have a good instruction. Okay, maybe you can say that, okay, please write a number, okay, please circle. If you want the people to write the number, you can ask them to circle. Okay, it depends on you how to design. Okay? And make sure this one is let people to easy to read it. Okay, you understand that you have so many of the items. Okay, this one is divided by difference variable. Okay, if you think that your variable have a same because you are saying that you can using it as the same. Okay, definitely this one not same now because in here they're using level always, and in here is using agree and disagree. Alright, so it's different concept on it, so it's separate. Okay. So this one is a body dissatisfaction. So how many body that you got? 7 points. Alright. So it should be have an end of the sentence stated and thank you. Alright? For participation. Okay, it should be have a thank you. It's short that's saying thank you for participation. Okay, you need to redesign this questionnaire. Okay? I'm not ask you to create, but you know, okay, and tell me which item is going to using what kind of information. Alright? You already find out your questionnaire instrument? Find already, right? No way? Then how you do your operation and operation definition? Your operation definition should be is the same for your questionnaire. Okay, how you define the questionnaire? It means that how you define to how you are measuring it. Alright? So you say that, oh, sleep quality is talking about frequency of sleeping. So you must have the things there. Alright? So this is the meaning for operation definition. So please check. Okay, if you find it and cross check with your operation definition. to see whether that is a construct. Okay? Now it's week 11, right? We have a week 12, week 13, week 14 we do a presentation. Let me check out, do we have enough time? Okay, I don't need that. Okay, you see, really, there's the same period with you, ma. You see people doing a pilot test, so many, you see? Actually, we need to write this pilot test, okay, because of the limited of time, we didn't include in your proposal. But if you're doing your master project, your PhD, one of the very important is a pilot test. Okay? Why do you want to do a pilot test? Why would you do a pilot test? We learned it before. Why we need to do a pilot test? Anyone know? Pilot test is used for what? In here it's telling me what? A pilot's examination is a small feasibility designed to evaluate various aspect method plane a large, more rigorous and confirmation investigation. Okay? It's not answer a particular research concern. So means that it's not answer your research objective, but it's to prevent investigator launching a large scale without an adequate knowledge of technical purpose. Okay? So it other means that the pilot test is used is for you to prevent you evaluate something is not valid. Okay? It's not reliable. Right? Like I always say that your instrument mostly come from where? Is it come from Malaysia? Your instrument, your questionnaire? It's come from overseas people, right? UK, US, right? So I don't know whether this item is suitable for your target group. Is it that English language is too high level and then your students cannot hear it? Or is it the culture different? The terms are using it might not be understood by our Malaysian people. Okay, that is a high risk. That's why when we collect a small sample size in here, how many you collect? 10% of your sample size. Okay, 10% roughly 40. Okay, to test a small test to check whether you are hypervalid. Okay, sometimes when you're doing this, what will happen? Actually, you will delete items. Okay, why delete item? Because the item might not be suitable in your. Item is the questions lah. Maybe one of the question will be deleted. Okay, because the question might be not suitable for your target group. Okay, it will be happen. Okay, so that's why when you run the research, make sure when you have more questions for a variable rather than short questions. Okay, people say, oh, I saw someone only take 3, so I only take 3. Yes, you can take 3. If let's say the 3 got 1 is not suitable, left 2, sorry, if that is an interval variable, sorry, it still cannot be a 1 with 2 items for a 1 variable. Okay, 1 variable at least have 3 questions. Okay, if you delete until lesser than 3, then